Good morning, Valen, and good morning to the viewers of Morning Live. I had you already previewing the season a bit earlier on. We are quite excited about it,
Can you tell us what preparations have gone into making sure that the MTN8 quarterfinals can get underway with no hitches?
Well, look, there actually has not been any break in relation to us. We've had a very successful bio-bubble, and thanks to our executive committee led by Dr. Khoza. Obviously, right now, the plan has always been what happens next. So a lot of us actually haven't had any holiday. We've literally had to plan now for the new season that is coming up, including in taking into consideration all the protocols and health regulations in the country. So it's been a lot of work from the bubble and the transition now to the new season. We're looking forward, obviously, as I said, to tomorrow. We're still playing the games under these regulations. There will be no fans that are coming to the stadiums. However, there are a lot of protocols and regulations that have been sent to the teams. First, the league obviously had to apply to government to get all these things. And I think one thing that we need to appreciate and talk about is the contribution that has been made by the leadership of the league in ensuring, one, that we play in the bubble, two, that we continue the season, because a lot of the sporting codes have actually struggled, not only in South Africa but outside South Africa, to carry on. If you look at the messages that are coming from CAF to South Africa, not only to South Africa but talking about the South African experience, talking about the South African experience to the rest of the world, calling it the standards. These are the standards, the new standards that everyone else must look into. So I think it's a proud moment for the 32-member clubs. It's a proud moment for the executive committee and also for the Premier Soccer League. So tomorrow on Saturday we kick off in Thohoyandou, the match between TTM and Supersport United, with the defending champions of the MTN8. But it's been a very, very, very long journey. And of course, on next week, Saturday, we kick off with the DStv Premiership, the new DStv Premiership. Again, a lot of work is happening at the office from a registration point of view, from a protocol point of view, because one thing that we have been very, very clear about is compliance. And not just to tick the boxes, but also to go over and above that. And I think the government has actually been very, very complimentary in what we have done. And we are looking forward to it now.
Lux, you mentioned there have been challenges that have been shared by CAF with other sporting codes of actually moving teams between different venues and not staying in a bio bubble. The PSL have decided not to be in a bio bubble for the brand new season, like we saw at the conclusion of the last season. How will you ensure that the players remain safe and perhaps maybe 5 staff members on a team test positive? What's going to happen then?
I remember when Dr. Khoza took into the press conference announcing the return of football in the bio bubble, there was this gloom and doom that this thing is going to be such a failure. Somehow, as Africans, we always doubt our ability to rise above challenges and come up with solutions that respond to situations. If you're looking across the globe, a lot of the leagues are facing major challenges in this relation, but everybody else seems to, people must have the answers, the right answers to this thing. First of all the players that are going to be playing tomorrow, you must be guaranteed over this weekend and next weekend would have been tested, and all of them must be negative, including the fact that we have a lot of layers of checks and balances, including the daily recording of temperatures. Actually, I think we are, in football, the only business in this country at the moment that is put all these stringent things in relation to their staff. You and I'm sure people at SABC and somewhere else, they move up and down. I'm not sure how many of them are tested on a regular basis, but football has gone over and above and ensured that this happens. The bio bubble is not a financially sustainable model for the rest of our lives. We have, in a way, to adapt to the new normal and find some ways to mitigate in relation to where we find ourselves right now.
And Lux, I'm going to have to stop you. I'm so sorry. It's such a busy day. Unfortunately, we have run out of time. I do appreciate your contribution. That's Senior Manager at the PSL, Lux September, telling us about the start of the brand new Premiership season that'll be getting underway with the MTN8 Cup competition with the quarterfinals this weekend. Thanks so much. And they did say that they're going to be releasing the Premiership fixtures by 10 o'clock today, is the PSL, and they announced their nominees for the 2019-2020 PSL Awards, which will be held virtually in next week yesterday too.